The idea is good in theory. There is an enormous difference between theory and implementation. And although Charles, I bet you was having both the things down a lot, nonetheless, those numbers are a vague summary of what's going on. And to be able to do anything like this well, we have to have in-depth numbers, and we have to understand exactly what's going on, and then we have to be able to implement it. We have to have a plan for how it would work. And that has to be done before anyone votes. If we do this on the basis of keywords and STEM, we are screwed.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but that's how we do it.
So Lee, I completely agree with you. I mean, and I have spent countless hours in the last couple of weeks since we decided to move in this direction of really digging in on these numbers. Yeah. I like numbers. And the first thing I wanted to do was figure out were some of the wilder claims that were thrown around true. And I think I've gotten to the point of that just isn't so. But I couldn't agree more with you about the need to plan for this incredibly carefully.
Yeah, but my point
what much is at stake?
Sorry. My point being that we need to be able to see a plan before anyone ever votes.
Do you have any suggestions as to what should be in that plan, Lee? Because I think
how do you merge the disparate organizations? Most importantly, in this economic environment, what is the cash flow going to be of doing it? Because if we have a near-term bump in our expenses, that's horrible right now. We can ill afford that.
But wouldn't we be faced with that same consequence? We've got a short-term bump in our expenses in either of the towns.
Prove it to me.
Well, so just on that front, though, Lee, I don't see any additional costs to creating the merger.
You're going to have to put people together.
Yeah,
you're going to have to decide who goes where. You're going to have one facility where all of those people go, where neither of the facilities now is up to it.
So well, certainly the Ketchum one is. We know that.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that's attractive to us in this, which is.
And see, one of the things that's attractive to me, Lee, is that you get a pool of 5 of the best, and they'd be responsible. No, but they'd be responsible for making those decisions.
But we should not be voting on something like that until we understand how it would work. Trying to get people to vote before they understand that is just not responsible.
We don't have the power to do that. That's the job of the elected officials.
May I comment?
Sure, absolutely, sir.
My name's Craig Young. It seems to me the thrust of your argument is that you're going to save $2 million a year is popping out here. I would like an answer with some specificity where that $2 million savings is going to occur, particularly in light of a later statement that was made, is that this won't guarantee any relief from property tax.
Yeah, well, so again, that is up to the newly elected mayor and city council.
Well, let's answer the first part.
Sure.
Where's the savings going to come from?
Yeah, well, the city economics on the cost side are actually pretty straightforward, which is their people. And the bulk of the cost savings come from eliminating duplicated positions between the two towns. Maintaining the same service levels that people enjoy today, but eliminating duplicated positions.
Do you mean that in fire and police?
Fire and police are part of it, for sure.
That would be part of the elimination. You eliminate those folks.
Well, if there's duplication in the chain of command, you would look at that, and we have taken the first cut at that.
So rather than say that's specificity, it seems to me that's sort of a dodge from the proponents of this measure.
A dodge?
And you can't tell people that are going to vote what this $2 million savings is going to do. Many of us who have been here a long time in Ketchum would probably see that this $2 million is going to be sucked into, if not 4th Street, 3rd Street, or 2nd Street.
Look, I have no way of addressing that. What I can tell you is that...
But the thrust of your argument, I think you should prepare some kind of plan that addresses that.
We're happy to do that, and I'll post these numbers up on the website, One Community, One Town. Happy to post up also the first cut pass of what savings would be. I think they could be significantly more than that between us. The other side of this, though, and I think, saving $2 million is only one argument for putting two towns together.
I agree.
We are in a difficult period as a community, and one of the things that we don't have enough of is diversification in our economy. And yet both administrations, as they are today, are not doing very much outbound attractive of new types of industries. Nor are we able to spend very much of our time on the road as elected officials at attracting more in the hospitality area. I think if we're able to, again, put our best people together in order to work as one to attract both more resort-based economy and more diversified economy, we'd have a better shot.
Okay, may I ask, you, when you added these figures in, would you show what the property tax, if assuming the 2 million is saved, and it's not spent by future city government, can you show us how much that would reduce our property taxes, say based on an average of
Absolutely.
$500,000 per home?
Yeah, that's easy to do.